Ashton, and today I'll be taking you through a 10-minute stretching video to help with low back pain. So what you'll get out of this video is some more mobility and some relief for those aches and pains that you have in your low back. I hope you enjoy. Hi, so if you've tuned into today's stretching video, it must mean that you've got a little bit of a sore lower back. So let's get right into it. What I want you to do is get your legs wider than shoulder width apart, and the first thing we're going to do is take a big breath in. Nice. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fold forward towards the floor. So you're going to reach your hands down towards the floor. If this is a little bit achy or a little bit too sore, just go as far as you can go. Once you reach towards the floor, we're going to walk the hands to the left and we're going to walk the hands to the right. You should feel a bit of a stretch up the back of your legs here and across your low back. Okay, we're going to come back up. We're going to pop our hands on our hips. We're going to bend ourselves to one side and kick that hip out on the right side, and we're going to reach up and across. So you should get a nice stretch on the inside of your leg here and across the outside of your spine. And then we're going to go to the other side. Good. We're now going to bring those legs closer together. We're going to cross our right leg over our left leg. We're going to reach our right hand up and over. We're really going to get that length through the side of our spine. And go to the other side. You can take a deep breath in and all the way out and try and get a little bit further into that stretch. Good. Switch sides again. If you've got your yoga mat now, you're going to stand at one end of your yoga mat. You're going to take a breath in. Don't hit your plants. And then we're going to fold forward towards the floor. We're going to walk our hands out into a downward dog position. From here, we're going to bend one knee and then bend the other. Good, should get a bit of a calf stretch here. So that's the back of your leg. Good. We're going to come down to the floor. And we're going to do a little cat-cow here. Now what that means is we're going to arch our spine up like a cow, and then we're going to arch the spine the other way like a cat. So you're going to do about 4 of these in each direction. Really feel your spine lengthen, and then feel it closing. We're going to come back to the middle, and now we're going to reach our right hand up. We're going to do a little thread the needle. So we look up towards our right hand, and then we're going to thread it through to the other side and get some rotation through our spine. Just come back up. And thread all the way through. So again, we're going to do about 4 each side here. Alright, we're going to switch sides. Come back to the middle. We're going to sit our butts onto our heels, reach the hands forward into child's pose. And then we're going to push ourselves up, through, into cobra. You should get a nice bit of a stretch through the front here. If this is too painful or aggravating, just lean out of it a little bit. You don't have to push yourself all the way through. Just do whatever feels comfortable. And we're going to sit back onto the heels. Take a few breaths in. One more round, onto the heels. And 3. We're going to come up onto our knees now. We're going to do a little stretch called a pigeon stretch. Now what this is for is for your glutes. If you have trouble doing this, just do what feels comfortable. If you can't get your hips into this position, just go back into a child's pose. There's nothing wrong with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to thread our right leg through onto a bit of a 45-degree angle. So your shin's on a 45-degree angle. You're going to pop your hands in front of you and you're going to arch through. You should get a nice stretch all the way through here. Good, and you can just hold that. Just breathe into it. You can even get closer towards the ground if you want to make it a little bit more intense. I kind of like it this way too. And we're going to come back up, thread that leg back, and you're going to change sides. So thread your left leg through. So that shin's on a 45-degree angle. You might notice that one hip is a little bit tighter than the other. That's okay, just take note of that. Pay attention to your body. And feel the stretch. And again, if you want to make it a little bit more intense, just come down to the ground. And we're going to hold. Back up now. Up onto all fours. And onto our knees, we're going to send our left leg forward. We're going to get a nice hip flexor stretch here. So, what I want you to do, hands on the hips, you're going to lean forward and lunge into this stretch. Now what I don't want to see is your back arching like this. What that means is that you're just letting go of your pelvis. Keep your pelvis nice and tight and lunge into it and get that stretch through the front here. And why we're stretching the hip flexors is because the hip flexors actually start in your lower back and they sling through to the front of your hip. So if you spend all day sitting, likelihood is that muscle is pretty short and pretty tight. And spending a lot of time in hip flexion with your hips at 90 degrees. So we give them a bit of a stretch. And we're going to switch sides. So same thing, keep your pelvis nice and tight and just lunge into that stretch and feel the front of the hip lengthening out. We get those legs back to on the knees. On the knees? On the knees. We're going to reach back down, we're going to get back into child's pose. And what we're going to do from here is walk our hands to the right. And then walk our hands to the left. Really lengthen out that low back. We're going to start returning to standing now, so we're going to get those hands, get back up into our all fours position. Tuck the toes under. And we're going to send the hips up into the sky. And we're going to walk those calves out. Good. Walk your hands back towards your feet. And you can just hang here for a little bit. And we're going to slowly come back up. And we're going to retest how we feel. So we're going to get back to the middle. Get your legs nice and wide. You're going to fold forward towards the floor. And just have a feel. Do you feel a bit more flexible? Can you get a little bit further? Walk your hands to the right. And your hands to the left. Back across to the right. And across to the left. Back to the middle. We're going to stand all the way up. And we're going to finish with some nice deep breaths. So we're going to take a big breath in. All the way out. And again. And out. And again. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, stretching to help your low back pain. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button below and make sure you send through any comments of any other videos you'd like to see. We'll be posting a weekly video, so stay tuned for more great stuff. Thank you.